Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
And I'm Jack Simpson. Good morning.
And once again, Brent Apperson on the track marathon. 4 days of coverage from Burke Stadium in Omaha. State track meet coverage for you again today on KBBN 95.3 FM, online at kbbn.com. And Brent will be starting a little earlier today, I think, because there is quite a number of kids now that we've moved out of A and B to our other area classes that we'll be covering. And so Brent will be on the air not too far after the breakfast show, and he'll spend the day with you into the early evening and cover all the action for you tomorrow on Saturday. So, again, thank you to all the great businesses, sponsors, parents, schools, support groups, whatever it takes to get the kids down to the track meet and back. And they do have a little weather predicted there, so we might expect some delays and different schedule changes. Hope not, but that could happen according to Brent's reports yesterday. I got to ask you a question. You hot at all? I mean, you got this hooded sweatshirt on.
I mean, it was raining when I came out to work this morning, so.
Well, that was nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah. Measured up 30 hundredths?
30 hundredths at 7, yep.
Okay. That puts us up to like 70 something?
70.
70
right at 70, yep.
Well, that's better than the kick in the pants, right?
Right.
And certainly 30 hundredths is nice.
It is.
I was hoping for more than that. I'm sure everybody was. But a nice 30 hundredths the way it's come down,
yes.
worth a lot.
I kind of figured there was going to be more when I was on my way out to work this morning. There was quite a few puddles around.
Yeah, same here. But the airport measured 30 as well, and you all have your measuring devices out there, so I'm sure you're taking a look at it. Certainly a nice boost, a much-needed rain, and we can use some more. And I think the forecast is telling us that we're going to have some more chances.
I think a 50% chance throughout the day today. So
okay, 50-50. I'd like more than that, wouldn't you?
I would too.
But that's the way it is.
Yep.
And we're happy. We're happy that we've gotten the rain that we've received. Certainly helping out our firefighters out there. I guess that's one of the big things. They can actually take a breath and think, well, there could be some sort of fire, but hopefully not a grass fire.
Right.
Excuse me while I kiss this sky. All right, let's jump right in here because we do have, I think, guests coming in here in the first half hour. So we have a secret garden prize. What's the prize there?
It is good for one free drink.
One, and I imagine you can probably pick that up right here in town now at their new location.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do know that this Founders Day was a couple days ago, but the American Red Cross was established in May of 1881. Which woman was instrumental in setting it up and became its first president? Your choices are Lucy Hobbs Taylor, Clara Barton, Elizabeth Blackwell, or Ellen Swallow Richards. Again, the American Red Cross was established in May of 1881. Which woman was instrumental in setting it up and became its first president? Your choices, Lucy Hobbs Taylor, Clara Barton, Elizabeth Blackwell, or Ellen Swallow Richards.
All right. Those are your choices. Yeah, give us a call at 872-2801 and win yourself a treat at the Secret Garden.
You're waking up with The Breakfast Show. KCNI, KBBN Radio.
I love it.
Discover the beauty of the Secret Garden, open every day in May. Weekday hours are 11:30 to 4:30, Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays 1 to 4. Browse a stunning variety of annuals and succulents and pick out a container to plant them in. View inventory at thesecretgardenonline.com, just west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. Monday through Saturday, you can catch the delicious drinks and lunches at their Broken Bow location inside the old McDonald's building, The Secret Garden.
We have Linda on the line. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
How's things on your end?
Wet.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Do you got a garden going?
Partially. Partially.
Partially, okay. Here's Jack with the question.
Okay, Linda, the American Red Cross was established in May of 1881. Which woman was instrumental in setting it up and became its first president? Your choices are Lucy Hobbs Taylor, Clara Barton, Elizabeth Blackwell, or Ellen Swallow Richards.
I think it's Clara Barton.
You are correct.
Hey.
All right. Now you can just drive out on East Highway 2 and pick yourself up a drink. But first you need to come out here, Linda, and pick up the card.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, take care.
You too, bye.
Goodbye. 7:36. We'll be right back.
And action. It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Farmers save up to 90% on herbicide costs. With Green Eye Technologies' AI-driven targeted spraying system, you can precisely spray only the weeds to reduce non-residual herbicide use by up to 90%, alongside better weed control and stronger yields. The Green Eye system retrofits seamlessly onto existing sprayers. No new iron, no per acre fees, just smarter spraying. Spray less, grow more. With Green Eye Technology, visit greeneye.ag to lock in early bird pricing. That's greeneye.ag.
Lower Loop NRD would like to remind ag producers that the chemigation permit renewal deadline is June 1st. Completed chemigation permit applications need to be received by the NRD on or before that date. The chemigation permit renewal fee is $30 for each renewal application submitted. Applications received after June 1st will be treated as a new application and will require a $100 fee and inspection by an NRD technician. Emergency permits are $500 and expire after 45 days. Chemigation permits issued in 2025 expire on June 1st, 2026. Online applications are available at llnrd.org.
Breakfast show time, 7:38. Dave Burney and Jack Simpson with you here on this Friday, going into the holiday weekend. We hope that everybody out there will drive carefully. This is one of the most dangerous holidays for driving of all the holidays out of the year, which is pretty well known, but seems like we always have some accidents with this holiday, so let's not be one of those and drive careful. Watch out for the other guy and have some fun. Hopefully you'll get something done this weekend, whether it be recreation or maybe getting that garden in and enjoy the weekend, maybe a barbecue. It's the kickoff of summer.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to spending the summer months with you here. Winding up with track, as we mentioned, and getting ready to cover some American Legion baseball and Spirit baseball this summer. I know Brent's looking forward to that. All right, today is the final day. Now, we discontinued using CBS a couple weeks ago, and today is the last day that CBS Radio News is going to be broadcasting. And CBS Radio has something in common with Betty White and Bob Barker. Almost made it to 100 after 99 years on the air. The CBS Radio newscast will end tonight at midnight. That'll be the last one.
Wow.
Yeah. I think there's several reasons for it. I think some of the reasons are a little weak, personally. They are talking about more people using their smartphones for news, which is true. That's the same truth for television and other news medias, papers, and so forth. That's a fact. But there's still lots and lots of people that are going down the road or in their tractor, in their pickup, listening to the radio, catching up on the news at the top of the hour. I think they're a little weak on that one. They said CBS radio was it wasn't in the red, but it was not making a lot of money. And these days with corporations, they want to make a lot of money. And then there's a whole political aspect to it that we won't even go into right now with the FCC chairman and all sorts of money tags being pulled back and forth. So it's a sad day. What's sad about it in a lot of ways, whether you like CBS or ABC or CNN or Fox or Newsmax, whatever your choice is, when we get those choices reduced, then we condense the news and how it's presented to us, and opinions get more involved in the news, and we've already got enough of that. We really need to keep lots of different choices so that somebody doesn't dominate. But that's kind of a trend that we're seeing happening in the news media. Last night was the last show for the Kabar show, and I guess Paul McCartney was the final guest on that show, and they were in the Ed Sullivan Theater where the Beatles played back in 1964, I think it was, or 5, and made their debut on the Ed Sullivan stage, where the Ed Sullivan Show was held for many, many years, and CBS closing that down.
Wow.
So a lot of things that are changing, and I'll leave it up to you folks out there as to whether you're happy about that. I don't know how many people from this area watch that nightly show, weeknight show, but they say it might be the beginning of the end for the late night shows, such as that Johnny Carson had for so many years, and others. So things are changing. You can't stop change. Sometimes you scratch your head and wonder, what's the real reason for the change? I guess that's what the question is this morning. Also, today, I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Bitcoin Pizza Day. We'll talk about that later. Abbey Road on the River. 50 bands from around the world will all get together and put on their shaggy wigs and gather in Jefferson, Indiana, and Louisville today to get up on the stage and pretend they're Beatles. It's quite a festival. So we've got some Beatles music lined up for you a little later on here in the show as well. Right now, it's Redbone on The Breakfast Show.
Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, or Callaway. Let Team Physical Therapy get you back into shape for spring. 872-5111.
8:47 is your breakfast show time. Thanks for listening and or watching. If you're watching or listening, you're going to recognize these people because they're from Nebraska State Bank. Tammy Shaw is here and Betsy Smith. How you guys doing?
Great.
It's good to have you.
Dave?
I've been looking forward to talking to you girls.
Oh,
I'm glad you
really?
came
Wow,
in.
thanks.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about history.
Oh.
Your history.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're going to go back and find out when in your life did you think you would become involved in a financial institution? Tammy, you first.
Let's see. How long have I worked at the bank? 16 years. So probably 16 years ago. Yeah, someone asked me, you should apply at the bank. And I said, I have never worked at a bank. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So that was then.
Yeah. I can't remember. Were you working somewhere before?
Mm-hmm. I was church secretary at the Catholic Church.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big switch.
It was a big switch. A little more action at the bank.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going from keeping the books at a church to keeping the books for a community, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not keeping the books for the community, but being involved in the financial side.
Right.
Betsy, I remember, well, you were Lady Gaga before you became
Yes, that's true. You remember that. Actually, nobody was supposed to remember that. Maybe some of the people that were there that night don't remember it.
I'll never forget it.
No, I'm kind of like Tammy. I never, ever dreamed I would be working for a bank. But I actually started in 2017. My aunt, Cindy Taylor, worked at the bank. She's a long time, wonderful bank employee. She had asked if I'd ever be interested in doing HR for the bank. And I was like, well, okay, maybe I'll just learn more about it. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cindy was there a long time.
Yes, she was. Yeah, she was.
Now retired. Mm-hmm. Lola Chapin worked at Nebraska State Bank for years ago.
Yeah. And my mom actually did too.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. Isn't that crazy?
I thought she was too busy playing the piano, but I guess she was able to.
She's multi-talented, Dave.
And a great seamstress as well.
She is a great seamstress. Multi-talented.
Yeah. I think I've lived here too long. I know everything about you
all
guys.
of us.
Well, I think the thing about Nebraska State Bank, which is fun to highlight when any of the staff members come in, is that, yeah, it's a bank and you work with numbers and you work with finances and so forth, but most importantly, you work with the people and the community. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's obvious. That's the goal of the bank there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is, it's incredible. Sometimes I just try to put it in perspective we are trying to keep, with technology. There's such a huge push for using AI, AI is wonderful, but it also has its dark side, like anything else. But, in order to continue to grow and with any industry, you need to start to incorporate that. And one thing that I feel like we do such a great job at is just to really concentrate on our customer service for our customers, and also to be out there in the community helping our community members however we possibly can. And you can't beat that human element. It's just, we're all human beings, and I feel like we need that connection. And so that is something that I feel like the bank has had consistently from 1917 to present day. Right. I just feel like that's something that's always been so important to us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think, Tammy, one of the things you'll notice when you walk into Nebraska State Bank is you have a counter right at the front door with a very nice person there who asks you what you need right away.
Yeah.
You don't have to wander around looking for anybody, wondering which department you need to go to. You just walk in and they find out what you need and they send you to the right place.
Right, absolutely. And Dee Dee is top notch.
Yes,
she's awesome. It's hard to beat Dee Dee. But honestly, we considered, in fact, we did kind of go away from a receptionist for a short time. And we decided that, no, it is so nice because
we have changed the bank. And, if you don't have a reason to come in the bank, you have direct deposit, all of those things, and you come in and it's been a while, it's totally different. It's funny. You can tell those people, they just stand in there like, whoa, and thank goodness we have Dee Dee there.
Yeah.
And it's great.
That's way better than AI, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, you guys have a contest of some sort you want to talk about today.
Yes, we do. We're wanting to refresh. We've done this. This is our third one, Betsy.
Yep.
If you've been in the bank, you'll notice that all of our wall decor is photographs that have been taken by members around our area and of things in our area. Mostly, we have some animals now, mostly landscapes, but that's really what we're trying to key in on this time is landscapes. We have some beautiful ones, but sometimes there's a distraction, like a pickup or a home, a barn, and those are great, but we are kind of trying to fill in with just landscapes now.
Okay.
So we really, the whole point behind the original photo contest that we had, that was when we had our reimagining, that's what we call it in the bank, our reimagining back in 2018 of when we completely redid our main branch.
Right.
And we really wanted it to be adorned by pictures of Custer County, showcasing what an amazing place on earth that we live in. And that's continued to be a theme throughout all the photo contests. And again, we're looking for beautiful places here in Custer County. And like Tammy said, we really want to focus on landscapes because, first of all, they're timeless. I mean, obviously, sometimes things can change a little bit, but I just feel like those kind of things are timeless. Whether or not it's a season like spring, summer, winter, fall, we want to see all of those, but we're really looking for something that very much showcases the beauty of Custer County.
The beautiful thing about technology, one of the positive things about technology is now anybody can be a photographer with digital photography available. Don't have to have a fancy camera to do this. You can.
Right.
A digital fancy camera, but your phones are fantastic anymore. So
Really?
anybody can take part in this.
Right, absolutely. I think there is a pixel.
Yes,
I don't know how.
there's like a
that's
minimum
language I don't use, but
yeah, that's way over my head
Yeah.
too.
I would imagine most smartphones are beyond that now.
I would think
Yeah.
so. If not, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Our last photo contest, we did have some really nice pictures from phones, and I don't know what kind of phone, but I know
Yeah, I
that
don't
they
know either.
still, when they try to blow them up, it just got a little pixelated.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
and that was how many years ago?
Yeah, it was back in 2022, I think.
So 4
maybe,
years ago,
but-
maybe by
Yeah,
now.
but technology has just leapt forward. I mean,
Right.
so
Right.
Well, you might check that
Yeah.
with the bank and find out, I don't know about you, but if they tell me that's what I need, and I don't know if my phone meets that spec.
Yeah,
Right,
But,
exactly.
exactly.
But a great idea, and I love the idea that, this is nice to have old barns and automobiles and weeds and that sort of thing. That's part of our county.
Right.
But the scenes are timeless if you just get a pasture and maybe some cattle having a drink out of the tank or whatever.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Dave, you had mentioned something about wondering about specific details maybe about the contest. Well, you can go to our website, the actual site that you go to find those little details, and
Okay.
also to enter is nesb.bank/2026-photo-contest.
All right.
And we are going to be trying to get this information about the contest out as in many places as possible.
Okay.
So look for it on our social media. We have a social media page called Cash the Eagle, and it will be on there. It'll be, we're talking about a radio commercial. We're going to have some newspaper ads. Just try to get that information out. But just like you said, if all else fails, just give us a buzz at the bank, and we can help you walk through that.
Okay, very good. Very good. In fact, if you would, leave one of those with us. We'll mention that on our morning show and give that address out occasionally and see if we can get
Awesome.
people.
Awesome.
Great.
That's great.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it is if your photo is chosen, you get $100. I mean,
bragging rights and $100.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to see the amount of people that their photos were chosen, and then they kind of bring their friends and family in. They ask for a tour, and then they say, okay, do you know where my picture is hung? And so we take them around and we show them, and they're just so proud.
Yeah.
That's neat.
If you haven't been in the bank, and I haven't been in a lot, but if you walk around, it's kind of a horseshoe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you have those photos on the wall all the way around for it. They're fun to look at.
Right, they really are.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
It's kind of like the hospital does that.
Yes.
Kind of that same
Yes.
thing, and that's kind of
Yes.
kind of makes your walk wherever you're heading a little more interesting.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Or some people say, "Oh, I recognize that. It has to be on the whatever river." And so
yeah.
it's fun.
I have another crazy idea for a future contest
Great.
that I've been thinking about here, but maybe you would want to steal it down the road. Is just what you said, a photograph of a particular tree or particular scene, and having a contest to see who can find out where that is.
That is a great
That's
idea.
a very
Dave.
cool idea.
I love
Dave,
it.
actually.
That's a great idea.
Because there's some really cool, maybe one little tree out in a pasture that's shaped kind of different. It would be interesting to see how many other people notice that.
Right, right.
So would you tell Stuart that I'm going to bill him for that idea.
You bet. We'll send him an email. I don't know if he's in the office.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll send him. You'll find out.
Well, I should have mentioned it to him yesterday. He was here for the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So-
you should have.
Yeah. So you guys are both active for the weekend. That's great. And I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Is there anything else that you want to mention that we didn't talk about?
I think that was our main focus.
Yeah, we're super excited to get this launched, and we hope that everybody sends in their wonderful pictures. We have, it just actually astounds me the amount of talent that we have.
Right.
Not only photographic talent, but sometimes singing talent. Right, Dave?
Yeah, right. Not on this side of the room.
No, but all kinds of talent. I mean,
Right.
Custer County is very rich
Yeah,
in talent.
We are. We are.
Well said, Betsy.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
thanks,
Dave.
Nebraska State Bank, of course, be closed on Monday at all branches.
That's right.
Back up to work on Tuesday, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
East Branch is still open tomorrow. So
Okay, on Saturday.
Yep.
All right. Thanks again.
free to stop in there.
All right. News is up next on The Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. The roads will be busy with AAA expecting record travel for Memorial Day weekend. Russian President Vladimir Putin visited Beijing seeking stronger energy commitments from Chinese President Xi Jinping. President Trump says the U.S. will either make sure Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon or we're going to have to do something very drastic. 2 police officers who were at the U.S. Capitol during the 2021 riot sued the Trump administration over the recently created anti-weaponization fund. Kate Fisher reports.
The police officers argue the Trump administration's new anti-weaponization fund is illegal and dangerous. The Justice Department has indicated that the fund will be used to compensate people who suffered weaponization and lawfare under previous presidential administrations.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven. You can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by NCN, the city of Kimball has received a $78,000 grant to update 3 of the 4 tornado sirens. City Administrator Annette Brower said she applied for the tornado siren hazardous mitigation grant because the parts for the older sirens are no longer available, so they cannot be repaired. The grant will only cover 3 oldest ones installed in the 50s, 1 at the Catholic Church, 1 in the middle of town, and 1 at the ball fields. The siren at Goat Park is the newest one installed in the 90s. Bauer said the timeline for the project has not been decided yet. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It was a good night for Josh Hart and the Knicks.
Brunson sets a screen. Brunson gets Strus up near the top of the key. 5 to shoot. Crossover left hand. Kicks it to Hart. Left corner 3. Got another one. Josh Hart, the sniper of the night. 5 for 10 from downtown. He's got 24 points, and the Knicks lead by 16.
You heard it all on the Knicks radio network. He ended with 26 points, which was a playoff career high, and the Knicks defeated the Cavs 109-93. In the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Canadiens outscored the Hurricanes 6-2 in Game 1 of the East Final, handing Carolina their first loss of the postseason. In baseball, the Blue Jays blanked the Yankees 2-0. Diamondbacks have won 5 in a row after walking it off against the Rockies. 2-1 was the final score, and the A's held on 3-2 against the Angels. In the NFL, reigning MVP Matthew Stafford and the Rams have reached an agreement on a 1-year contract extension.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance of rain showers today, otherwise sunshine mixed with clouds at times. High temperatures reach up to 67. Winds out of the west 10 to 20 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, lows dip down to about 41. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, highs level off around 73. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Breakfast show time, 8:05. Let's go outside with Jack Simpson and find out what it really feels like, Jack.
Man, oh man, does it feel actually pretty good this morning. 53 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. Winds are nice and calm. Your barometric pressure at 2989, humidity 95%. In the last 24 hours, 30 hundredths of precipitation received. The precip for this month now up to 70 hundredths. A high yesterday of 66 and an overnight low of 53.
All right, Jack. Now, are you out front or out back?
I am out back.
Out back. Well, what's the situation on the bird's nest in the satellite dish?
Let me look. Well, I think, from what I can kind of see, I think we've got 6 eggs up there, I think.
You took pictures, and so there's still 6 there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But birds have flown away since you were there.
Yeah.
6 robin eggs in the nest is a couple too many. I guess we'll see what happens.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 6 robin eggs in the nest out back. That's a bunch in one little nest, but we'll see what happens. We'll let you know during the breakfast show, during our weather reports here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll be right back.
At BD, they're all about advancing the world of health. You may not see their name every day, but chances are their medical technology is helping patients and healthcare workers all around you. From safer devices to smarter solutions, they are committed to making healthcare better, safer, and easier. Because at BD, it's not just about technology, it's about people and helping everyone live healthier lives. BD, advancing the world of health together.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is now hiring, and they're looking for someone that can operate with a Class B CDL, has strong knowledge of building materials and hardware, confident sales ability, and excellent customer service skills. The position goes beyond driving. You'll help contractors and homeowners plan projects, recommend products, and work in the yard and sales counter too. Benefits are available, including health insurance and retirement options. Apply in person at Ansley Lumber on Main Street. Apply online at ansleylumber@gmail.com or call 308-935-1815.
Good to have you aboard. It's 8:07. Time for little John Hyatt, this time with the help of the Jerry Douglas Band on a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
For DOT exams.
Sun Valley Landscaping is bursting with beautiful, vibrant flowers and ready for all you gardeners. They love this time of year and can't wait to help you plan your gardens and flower beds. Their greenhouses are filled with healthy and gorgeous perennials, annuals, and garden vegetables. Sun Valley will pot your plants for you or take home one of their unique planters or already made hanging baskets. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, and Sunday noon to 5. Sun Valley Landscaping east of the Fire Hall on Highway 2 in Ansley.
Switching banks can feel like a lot. New accounts, automatic payments, direct deposits, and paperwork. At Nebraska State Bank, you don't have to do it alone. Our friendly team is happy to help you with every step, from moving accounts to updating payments and answering your questions along the way. If you'd like help from real people who know the community, stop in or give us a call. We'll take care of all the details. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It is 13 past the hour, and Casey just dropped by to say hi from Mid-Plains Community College. Casey, how you doing?
I'm great. What a great rain we're getting this morning. It was walked out of my back door, and it was just so green, and it just feels good, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I know that you battle with allergies a little bit.
Yes.
I'm sure that rain makes things a little better.
A little bit,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Travis ran home last night to mow the yard, and
Oh.
that didn't help. But it was good to get it done. So.
Yeah, you wanted to get it done before
Yes.
the rain came, and that's perfect.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
Looks great out there. Going to have a weekend of festivities. Going to take it easy. What's the plan?
A lot of taking it easy.
Good.
I hope to sit in a lawn chair for a good portion of this weekend.
That sounds nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it really does. And I know you travel a lot with your work and everything, so being home's A-okay, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of the official start of summer, although on the calendar I think it's June 21st when summer really begins. But this is really when everybody starts thinking about summer activities, boating and camping and golfing and whatever spring and summer activities they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Does things change at Mid-Plains Community College with the change of the season? But you're usually kind of ahead of things, so.
Yes, it does. It's just a different kind of classes that we have over the summer.
Mhm.
So a lot of online classes happen in the summertime, and then we do have a couple of on-site classes. If you remember, we were talking a week ago or so about our intro to phlebotomy class.
Right.
Being able to draw blood. We ended up moving that start date back. So if you are still interested in taking that, I think I said intro, it's fundamentals of phlebotomy, and learning how to draw labs on people. It's a great class. It's only 2 credit hours. It lasts about 8 weeks. And by the time you are finished, you are able to, go find a job as a phlebotomist or a lab technician. As I said, it's only 2 credit hours. If you are still in high school, of course, that is free tuition, but you do have to be 16 to be able to
Okay.
take this class. So it will start on June 1st. We moved it back 2 weeks because nothing's happening this Monday other than sitting in a lawn chair.
Hopefully,
as we aforementioned. So we're starting on June 1st. It is Monday nights, 5 to 10. And if you are still interested in getting registered for that class, you have plenty of time. So I think we even have a few high school kids that want to dabble in being able to do that. And when you think about employability, we have a lot of nurse aides that will come back and take phlebotomy because that's just one more skill to be able to add to their resume. So we're excited for that.
Well, it's a great service to provide because all of our medical facilities are looking for good people to fill positions and, might allow somebody to move somewhere else in the hospital or, there's a lot of just having people trained and ready to go, a big deal.
I always think about that, when somebody takes a vacation or somebody is out ill or just gone from work for whatever reason, to be able to have someone that can then step in and take over those duties and cover for that person. That's pretty invaluable as a supervisor, but then to be able to be able to be the employee that provides that service, that makes you kind of invaluable to
it really
that
does.
place. So
it sure does. Now, I was thinking about doing a vampire thing, but I'm not. I was going to move along. So.
I'm sure there are some sights to be seen in that classroom on about, maybe third or fourth Monday or so after they've kind of gotten their feet wet and things. Yeah, I'm sure it's a fun sight. And I do know they bring in guests at the end of the class to practice on.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to volunteer for that.
If you have, veins that are easy to see and find, you could probably help them out.
Or the really hard ones, too.
Yeah,
They
I
gotta
guess
get
the hard
good.
ones, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, there's an art to it, but boy, oh boy, from years ago to now to have blood drawn and that sort of thing, so much less pain involved because the needles are so nice and small
They are.
anymore.
And if you if you ever go down to BD and see some of the products that they make there, I mean the blood that has to be collected is oftentimes a lot less than it used to be.
Right.
So it's just a little less traumatic to a body, but it's never a fun thing to have to go to the doctor and get your blood drawn. But when you have somebody who's really skilled at doing that, it makes it a little bit easier.
I don't think too much about it. I think most people, because it's so much better than it used to be. It seemed like, because I've been around a while, it seemed like when they came in back when I was a kid, it looked like a railroad spike they were going to put into your arm. Even getting a shot was a lot more traumatic because these needles are so high tech now and small. And they sometimes tell you're going to feel a little pain here, and it's minimal if at all. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Very important. Okay. What else?
So this upcoming week, on Wednesday, May 27th, we have a couple of really important things going on. First of all, our nurse aid class is starting. Now, I have some good news, but bad news if you haven't registered for nurse aid. It is full. We have we have a wait list for nurse aid right now, which is great news for our medical community, because those 12 folks are going to be going out into the communities and being employed here in a short 9 weeks when they pass their certification exams. But if you have not registered, you're probably looking at waiting until fall. So that's a good thing. We'll be starting nurse aid on Wednesday. If you haven't got your book and you're one of those 12 students, you better get working on that.
Find that book.
Yeah. And then also on Wednesday, finally, we've been talking about this for months, but it's finally here, is our babysitter boot camp.
All right.
This is one of my favorite days of the year because those kids come in so excited to learn, and we have some really fun stuff planned this year for them. They're going to learn CPR techniques. They're going to learn, of course, like games and snacks, healthy snacks that you can use, put in your babysitter toolbox and be able to take out to jobs that those kids are performing. But we're also taking a couple field trips. We're going to go visit the swimming pool and just talk to the staff there about, can a babysitter bring their charges to the pool? And if so, what is their responsibility when they're there? Because, you really can't dump your kids off and then
No, it's not a good idea.
Go play or leave or something like that. So we thought we'll just go right to the source and ask the folks up at the pool. So we're excited about that. I believe we're going to stop down at the communications center and talk to the 911 operators, because we always talk to the kids about emergencies and when is a good time to call your parent or when should you just call 911. And we wanted the kids to understand what happens when they call 911.
What goes into action.
Yes, what will happen as a result thereof. So that I just think that's pretty exciting. We've got Renee from the bank is coming down to talk about financial literacy, and because if you're working a job, even if you're 10 or 12 years old, you're going to have some money coming in, and what do you do with that? There's always the jar under your bed method.
Yes.
But then there's also getting an account started at a bank and starting to contribute to that and responsibly use your money. So she's going to come and talk about that. And then we got a lot of other things planned as well. First aid, I think I mentioned CPR, but we put in first aid techniques there, and we just have a great time. The biggest question that we always get is, what is the age limit for this class? And I always just tell parents, if you are ready to allow your child to go babysit, and they are mature enough to do that, they're definitely mature enough to take this class. So sometimes that might be 9 or 10. Sometimes it might be 12, 13 in there. So it really just depends. Of course, you want your child to be able to sit and listen. But those skills are usually pretty important if you're working as a babysitter as well.
Yeah.
So when they leave, we give them a certificate that says they are a certified babysitter. And we love this class. It's always a lot of fun. I believe we have 9 kids signed up so far. And really, we can take a lot of kids. So if anyone is interested in registering for that babysitter boot camp, just give us a call. Our number is 872-5259. We will be there the rest of the day today. Of course, area-wide, Mid-Plains is closed on Monday and celebrating the holiday, observing the holiday. And we'll be back at it on Tuesday.
And Wednesday is the
babysitter boot camp. So you can leave us a message over the weekend.
Okay.
If you don't get us called today, just leave us a message. We need, the basics, name, address, phone number, birth date kind of things. But we'll give you a call back on Tuesday and get your child registered there. We're very excited for it. So
I guess the first thing that comes to mind is if you have your kids are old enough or mature enough to babysit, those are all important tools that they need to know. Also, if they're home and they're just going to watch their brother or sister for an afternoon or something like that, and mom or dad, it's tough in the summer for daycare. So you might feel more comfortable if the older sibling who's going to do this knows those steps as well. It doesn't have to be outside the house, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is, yes, kids end up watching themselves a lot, and that's just kind of a necessity of the world that we live in.
Right.
Parents have to work.
Yeah.
And we have to do the things that we have to do, but we want them to be safe and feel responsible and empowered to be able to make those good decisions. Know when to call in an emergency. Know what to do so you're not sitting around playing Nintendo all day.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're very excited for those.
In your report at the Economic Development meeting this past Monday, you talked a little bit about how close you're getting to utilizing that big medical truck that you have. You want to talk about that just a little bit?
Yeah, the MedSim trailer. It has been a process. I mean, we talked about this the other day. It is a massive piece of equipment, and there is a lot of moving parts inside that thing. And so it was a great donation to be able to receive, but there was a lot of work that had to go into stocking it and making sure that the simulators in it were up to date. And we used it with the old simulators briefly, and then we quickly realized that
needed more.
It's like it's like picking up a 10-year-old laptop. I mean, you can probably turn it on, maybe get some word processing out of it, but it's going to be pretty slow and just not as efficient as it could be. So we had to go, raise some funds to be able to purchase those new simulators, but that is now complete. Thanks to, our generous board always works with us and always listens and always helps us find opportunities for funding. We received a couple of really nice grants that helped us stock that trailer up. And then also the operating costs are major for this because, it really is taking a semi up and down the road. And you have to pay someone to be able to do that. And then you have to pay someone to be able to train people. And that all is a significant amount of money that has to go into that. So, we've worked really hard. We don't want to roll it out and then have things go wrong. We'd really like to make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row before we start training in full. So our goal is really to get a couple of good trainings in this summer, get our feet wet, and then really roll things out, as August and the fall semester is hitting.
I think you explained that well. And by the way, if you've been under a rock, if you haven't noticed what diesel fuel prices are, so it might be that you utilize the truck on location as much or more than you do going out on the road, I imagine.
Yes. I mean, that's one thing that we've really discussed is, yes, it is mobile and it's great and it's pretty to go watch it go up and down the road, but sometimes it's just more feasible to bring people to the truck. So that's what we're working with. And, I know our area squads are just chomping at the bit to be able to use this. Some of our hospitals have really expressed a lot of interest. And it's just a matter of making sure that everything is in our ducks are all in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. I had another question and it went away from me, Casey. I thought it was really going to be a good one, but it's somewhere up in I guess the mind cloud somewhere. So I guess I'll ask it next time.
There you go.
Is there anything that you wanted to add before we close?
I don't think so. I think we're just, ready to roll into summer. We'll start our summer hours on June 1st, and that will mean mostly the same Monday through Thursday, but on Fridays we will close at noon. So that's kind of a big change, and that is area-wide too. So, you'll have to kind of adjust, when you're asking for things or when you're doing things. But we really find that Fridays are in the summertime are pretty quiet around our campus. It's a great day to get some work done personally, but it's a little bit more feasible to have everyone there a little longer Monday through Thursday, and then a little shorter day on Fridays. So
okay.
We'll start that June 1st.
I apologize. My hard drive just kicked in.
Oh.
And in my brain.
Oh, yes. You thought of your question.
It came back from the cloud.
Good. Downloaded.
When are we going to start seeing tickets for sale for the car?
I knew you were going to ask that. Soon.
Okay.
Soon. I hope they are going to be rolled out soon. I asked about it. It seems like it's a very big secret this year.
Oh, really? I was going to ask you if you knew anything.
I mean, I do know a couple of details, but hopefully by that June 1st date when we start our summer classes, tickets will be available. But you know that car is going to be, car or truck, is going to be mint when you see it, and it will be worth the $10 ticket that you purchase. If you're unfamiliar with what we're referring to, the Mid-Plains always raffles off a car that has been worked on by our auto body and auto tech guys and gals all year long. And when it rolls out and it is ready to go,
it's brand new.
It is pretty.
Could be a 1970 or 80 something, but it's brand new, right?
Yes. It will definitely blow your mind. So tickets are always $10. And we always say that's a $10 truck. Yeah. We have had a Broken Bow winner before, and it was so cool to be able to see that car drive off down the road in Broken Bow and know it was parked here. So I believe it's still around here in Broken Bow.
Okay. Casey, it's good to see you again. I hope you have a great weekend. Get some rest, relax, take it easy.
Will do.
All right. We'll take a time out with these words on The Breakfast Show.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Visit Insurance of the Heartland and Loop Agency, our Insight Partners, at myINSpartners.com.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We are your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth.
Injuries happen. Staying injured doesn't have to. At Rise Rehab and Performance, the focus is on recovery, performance, and keeping you moving. With one-on-one care, customized PT plans, and performance-based programming, they help people of all activity levels come back stronger and move with confidence. From rehab to long-term performance and injury prevention, they help you rise above the pain and get back to what you love. Rise Rehab and Performance. Call 872-5800 to set up your appointment today.
Dave Burney with you here on The Breakfast Show. It's 8:31. Racing will take place this Sunday at the Dawson County Raceway. Come on in, Tina. Oh, Mike Evans is here. I heard he was coming. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll get set for that and talk with Mike. Stay tuned.
Looking for a fresh start in a place you'll love to call home? Broken Bow Housing Authority has one-bedroom apartments available at Custer Heights. Enjoy easy living with no utilities, snow removal, or lawn care to worry about. Need more space? Choose from 2 to 5 bedroom homes with tenants responsible for snow removal and lawn care. Income limits do apply. Visit BrokenBowHousingAuthority.com to apply online today. Don't wait. Contact Broken Bow Housing Authority and open the door to your next home.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
All right, good to have Mike Evans in. Mike, I want to talk a little bit real quick about the Dawson County Raceway. I kind of got that started, but how you been? All right?
Doing great, thanks, Dave.
Good. Just to remind you that racing at the Dawson County track starts, well, actually, they have go-kart races on Sunday from 1 until 4, hot laps at 5, green flag drops at 6. They've got a lot of different classes like modified, northern sports mods, hobby stock, and much, much more. And they're trying to get the whole family to attend, so they've got some special deals on the kids. 6 through 15 or $10 for a ticket, but with that you also get a hot dog or a hamburger and something to drink with that, so you can kind of feed the kids and get them in at the same time. And then 5 and under are free, and they also get that free hamburger and hot dog. And ages 16 and up for the races are $20. So take it in. They work hard, get the track ready. They're really working hard to bring lots of cars in. I think Ann told us they had 52 or 3 cars last Sunday. And on Memorial Day weekend, a lot of time these drivers will travel a little further because they get Monday off. So should be some really good racing at the Dawson County track. Now we're back to Mike Evans. He has his Lions hat on today. That's the cap he's under today. And you've been working on resupplying the food pantry.
Yes, sir. They, if you remember, like maybe it was I don't know if it was quite a year ago or whatever, but we made a plea out there that to the public that the food pantry was needing some meat here in Broken Bow. And this food pantry here, it serves a lot more than just Broken Bow, but so I would call it a Custer County food pantry, and I know there's a couple other ones in the county too. So if they're needing meat, they're probably in the same boat we are.
Right.
But I guess what the quest is if somebody's getting a beef butchered or something like that and need room in their freezer, which happens a lot of times to people.
Yep.
Because you have a certain slot when you can get it done at the facilities, and if you give it up, then you can't get back in to get animals processed. So sometimes people get caught in a situation where they got a lot of hamburger and whatever, chicken, whatever, but mostly hamburger in the freezers and need a place to go with it. And we thought that might be a good combination to help people out. And I know meat's expensive, but there are times when you only got so much freezer space.
Yeah.
So the Lions Club, as you know, is connected to the food pantry building here in Broken Bow. And so we can keep a pretty good eye on it, and they talk, the ministerial association takes care of it, and they will let us know if they're getting low. But we the Lions Club last week went out and bought them another freezer down here at Lions, and so we have more capacity there. And I was just in there a couple days ago, and it's very low.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the food pantry is only open from 1 to 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the Lions Club would appreciate if anybody has some meat out there that they could donate. They can, if they can't be in town between 1 and 3 on Tuesday and Thursday, then if you just drop it down at our store at Evans Feed there, Amber and I will make sure that it gets over there in the freezer.
Okay.
So
all right.
We did it last time, and it worked really good. We got lots and lots of meat. People brought in 10 and 20 pounds. Some people even brought 30 or 40 pounds. But whatever a person could do, and then we'll get it over there in the freezer for the people to take care of the food pantry.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because of that situation. Like if you are in line to have another butcher done, and you to get out of line, when do you get back in?
Right.
Now, the other part of it is families sometimes dive into certain cuts of meat.
Yeah, mostly the steaks.
Steaks, yeah. And so there's some hamburger, maybe some other cuts that the family doesn't eat very much of, and if they want to continue to have that butcher done, it really works good. And pork, chicken, beef, doesn't matter, right?
Right, yeah. And, if some people, if they just wanted to give cash to the Ministerial Association to buy the meat and stuff, that's great as well.
Yeah.
But if you're in, I guess what we're talking to here is the people that need space and could use a place where they could go with 10 or 20 pounds of hamburger or minute steaks or whatever they have,
Yeah, and I know, as you know, Joan works there, and a lot of volunteers make that happen. And sometimes just that cash really works for filling in spots where they're not getting donations. They always get a lot of green beans, always get a lot of corn in the can, that sort of thing that keeps really well. But they have things that they can fill the shelves with that they're not getting on a regular basis.
Right, yep. And we're right here in the heart of cattle country, and there's plenty of pork out there as well, and a lot of people around here raising chickens. And so if anybody needs some room in the freezer, and people have brought fresh fish down there. I don't think it really matters if you have something that's in good shape and you want to donate it. They'd be more than happy to take it.
Yeah, like with fish, I think sometimes you put it up and then you realize I need to eat more of this or it's going to spoil. Freezing it too long doesn't work. So if you have some that's still very, very good, that's a good thing to do.
You bet.
Also, there are people who order Alaskan fish in the box that's sent to them on dry ice. And sometimes your eyes get a little bit bigger than your stomach, and you look in your freezer and you have a lot there. And it's almost like, geez, I'm going to have to eat all that.
Right.
May as well make it work somewhere else.
There's always a need for freezer space. So if you're needing a little space, the people that go to the food pantry would really appreciate it.
Okay. I know you have your Lions hat on, but let's talk a little bit about Mother Nature. She's starting to come around a little bit with the rain, and I know you deal with all the people out there in the pastures and the farmland. 30 hundredths isn't a lot, but it sure takes away the wildfire situation for a little while.
It's definitely helping from about Broken Bow to the east, but west and north they're just not getting.
Yeah.
I don't believe even Myrna or Anselmo got very much on this last deal here, but Berwyn got good rain again, so one of these days it'll go that way.
Well, I keep hearing on the ag news that the weather patterns going to change this summer. We just need to make it from now until the weather patterns start.
Yeah, that a person really hates to have to get rid of any cattle right now. Cows are a good commodity to have, and the last thing we want to do is sell cows out of central Nebraska. It's a big part of our economy, and the more cows in central Nebraska, the better, but we got to have some grass.
All right.
So,
all right, again, folks, Mike Evans here has this Lions hat on, and he's asking if you have some extra protein in your freezer and your freezer's a little crowded, or you got some more protein coming in, chicken, pork, beef, and you want to make space, you got the perfect place for it, right?
You bet. And they can, like I said, they can go to the food pantry from 1 to 3 on Tuesday and Thursday. But if they're in town or they're coming in for another reason, just drop it by Evans Feed and we'll make sure it gets there.
All right. Well, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
I know you've been busy. I do have one of your employees that lives up the block from me, and he drives by, takes a break, and goes back to work, and he's just one of the many guys and gals you got making all your deliveries happen. So
yeah, he's a wheel in the cog, right, or something like that.
Cog in the wheel.
Cog in the wheel. He does a great job.
Yeah, you've got good folks down there. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll take a time out with these words.
The 87th Annual Sand Hills Cattle Association Scholarship Gala is May 29th. Be a part of raising money for scholarships and enjoy an evening of fruitful conversation and entertainment. Cocktail hours at 4:30, a delicious steak supper is at 6. Auction items include custom pieces and more, and there's a gun raffle as well. Corbett Wall is a guest speaker, and local country music artist B.J. Jameson will provide music. Get your tickets now at sandhillscattle.com or at the door of the One Box Convention Center in Broken Bow, May 29th. It's the Sand Hills Cattle Association Scholarship Gala.
At Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, they'll go to the ends of the earth, literally, to find the perfect vehicle for you. They take every detail you share, from color to trim to the smallest feature, and search high and low until they discover exactly what fits your needs. When you work with Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, you can trust they'll stop at nothing to make sure the car, truck, or SUV you want ends up in your garage. From North Dakota to Texas, California to Maine, where will the perfect vehicle you're searching come from? Find out at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
Ready, set, grow. The garden center is bursting with color and ready for you. Shop gorgeous annuals, hardy perennials, and fresh vegetable plants for your garden. Looking to upgrade your yard? Check out their selection of trees and shrubs, perfect for any space. Their fully stocked greenhouse has everything you need this spring, and they're open 7 days a week. Find the Garden Center in Broken Bow at 500 Thelma Street, 1 block south of Highway 2. Stop by today and follow them on Facebook for the latest arrivals and inspiration. The Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Graduation season is here, and we are celebrating the class of 2026. To all the graduates, congratulations. Now comes a big question. What's next? Whether you're heading to college, starting your career, or still figuring it out, Bruning Bank is here for you. Your story is yours to write, so capture your journey, chase your dreams, and highlight what matters most. Stop by Bruning Bank in Broken Bow and let's start your next chapter together. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
8:44 is your time. Thanks for listening and or watching The Breakfast Show this morning. Great guests. Thank you so much for Nebraska State Bank. Tammy and Betsy, thanks for coming in. Casey with Mid-Plains Community College, and just a moment ago, Mike Evans in with a request to help keep that food pantry full of protein here in Broken Bow. They're open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 until 3. If you have some good protein that you want to donate, beef, pork, fish, chicken, they'll put it in they bought another freezer from Lions Appliance, gives them a little more storage. If you're kind of pushing on your storage, that might be a nice alternative. And Mike also mentioned that he would be happy to have you stop by on the days that they're not open and drop off whatever you have to donate, and he and Amber will get that down there. They've got a key to get in, and they got a cooler on the Lions side, and so they'll put it in there and keep it good, keep it ready for people who are in need. You know what really hits the spot for most people in Nebraska, Custer County? Bacon and eggs. And we got a couple of ways you can do that. Of course, you need to purchase your bacon at the grocery store of your choice. And right now you can get farm fresh eggs to go along with that, because Irwin Gardens and Poultry will be back tomorrow. You'll find them out at the parking lot at the Tractor Supply Company tomorrow with farm fresh goodness that you won't want to miss. They'll be here tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. More and more people are stopping by to stock up on their eggs for all kitchen needs. Straight from the coop to your table. Support local, eat better, and taste the difference with Irwin Produce and Poultry. You can snag a dozen large eggs for just $3. Don't let this deal scramble away. Add some farm fresh flavor to your weekend. Irwin Produce and Poultry at Tractor Supply this Saturday, tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. They plan to be there every Saturday morning unless they let us know otherwise. We've been talking a lot about it. We're going to talk about it a lot more. The Gates Fun Day coming up on May 30th at the Gates Community Center, 17 miles north of Broken Bow on the airport road. They're going to have a barbecue competition this year. And the cool thing about it is you don't have to have one of those big grills. You can, one of the ones on trailers and, the guys that get serious about it. But they want to get everybody involved, so you can even expect to see people with, their backyard grills there cooking up things good to eat. And then they'll serve the public at 6:30. The results will be announced at 5:30, but they'll serve at 6. And adult meals are $20, kids 5 through 12, $10, under 5 free, and all the proceeds go to the Gates Community Center to help with repairs. And you can text for more information to Ben at 308-870-5859. The registration is past due on the barbecue, but they want you to come out and have a good time. Bring the whole family. Kids games from 1 until 5. They're going to have horseshoes, relays, bounce house, and many other games. Going to have an antique tractor show. Kids pedal, tractor pull, sign up at 2. So they'll have that going on. They're also going to be having a cornhole tournament. 80% of the pot goes to the winner, 20% to the community center. So they got it all worked out, and there's a lot of sponsors making this happen. So they'd love to have you come out and enjoy the day at the old school, the Gates Fun Day at the Gates Community Center. And that is, again, 17 miles north of Broken Bow on the airport road. Well, we told you that there's a big celebration going on. It's called the Abbey Road on the River. 50 bands from around the world, each with 4 shaggy black wigs, are gathering in Jefferson, Indiana, and Louisville today to rock out. And it's billed as America's biggest Beatles tribute festival. So we're going to have a little tribute here ourselves.
You'll never know how much I really love you.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. President Trump anticipates the Supreme Court to rule against his efforts to end birthright citizenship. President Trump says an aircraft carrier strike group is not being used to intimidate Cuba. While speaking from the Oval Office Thursday, Trump was asked about the USS Nimitz entering the region this week.
It's a failed country. Everybody knows it. They don't have electricity. They don't have money. They don't have really anything. They don't have food. And we're going to help them along, and we're going to help them because number one, I want to help them.
The runway at New York's LaGuardia Airport, where a sinkhole formed, will not reopen until this morning at the earliest. The Justice Department announced more than a dozen new indictments in its fraud crackdown across Minnesota. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
This is Denny Gillum, host of Frontlines of Freedom, here to tell you about an amazing new book, The Miracle Man, written by a good friend of mine. It's a remarkable, true account of faith, healing, and restoration in the face of impossible odds. Through a harrowing series of events and miraculous answers to prayer, Bill receives a donor's heart with only hours left to live. His rapid recovery and return to normal life is a story that shows God's power to heal and his faithfulness in answering prayers. The Miracle Man is available online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other booksellers.
Lisa Wolf here to tell you about our newest website for old-time radio lovers. It's 100radioshows.com. At this site, there are 5 old-time radio shows waiting for you to download free as our gift to you. And be sure to browse the additional 700 old-time radio shows available to you for 70% off by using the promo code RADIO at checkout. This is a limited-time offer, so log on to 100radioshows.com. That's 100radioshows.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It was a good night for Josh Hart and the Knicks.
Brunson sets a screen. Brunson gets Strus up near the top of the key. 5 to shoot. Crossover left hand. Kicks it to Hart. Left corner 3. Got another one. Josh Hart, the sniper of the night. 5 for 10 from downtown. He's got 24 points, and the Knicks lead by 16.
You heard it all on the Knicks radio network. He ended with 26 points, which was a playoff career high, and the Knicks defeated the Cavs 109-93. In the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Canadians outscored the Hurricanes 6-2 in Game 1 of the East Final, handing Carolina their first loss of the postseason. In baseball, the Blue Jays blanked the Yankees 2-0. Diamondbacks have won 5 in a row after walking it off against the Rockies. 2-1 was the final score, and the A's held on 3-2 against the Angels. In the NFL, reigning MVP Matthew Stafford and the Rams have reached an agreement on a 1-year contract extension.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Slight chance of rain showers. Today, otherwise mainly clear skies. Highs level off around 67. Winds out of the west 10 to 20 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, lows dip down to about 41. A blend of clouds and sun. Tomorrow, highs around 73. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Whether you're fueling up your ride, yourself, or your cooler, Trotter's Woe and Go is there for you with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, ice, and more. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond, you're never far away from a Trotter's.
9:05. It is 56 degrees under a cloudy sky. Winds out of the southwest now picking up at 10 to 15. Barometric pressures at 29.90. Humidity at 89%. As of 7 o'clock this morning, we measured 30 hundredths precipitation, so we're at an even 70 hundredths for the month. And we are enjoying some light rain yet this morning. We're hoping that the coverage has been wider than in past rains that we've received. But here at the KCNI KBBN studios, 30 hundredths as of 7 o'clock, and the Broken Bow Airport also reporting 30 hundredths in that 24-hour period. High yesterday was 66, overnight low of 53, currently 56 and cloudy here at Broken Bow, Nebraska. The Marshall Tucker Band, Never Trust a Stranger. Well, I'm not going to go there. I hope there's some strangers we can trust, but we'll just leave it at that. Do want to let you know that the driver's exam office at the Custer County Courthouse will be closed today. Just received that word a little bit ago, so that will not have that open today. Tumbleweed Cafe will be open, and they want to feed you. They want you to be happy. So here they have a lot of different options for you. The Tumbleweed is open 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily for dine-in. From 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday, you'll find delicious breakfast items, including burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits, and gravy, and more. That's the drive-through, grab, and quick breakfast to go. That's available. Every Monday through Friday, they also have homemade lunch specials, and on Sundays, you can enjoy the buffet from 11 until 2. And, of course, don't forget about their pre-made casseroles ready to go home to pop in the oven for those busy nights. You can drop by in the afternoon and pick those up after work, take them home, and you don't have to cook anything up. Just heat it up. And then every Monday through Saturday at 5 p.m., you can go and enjoy Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill. They're open on the west side of Tumbleweed. Stop in and grab some great food, cold drinks, and visit with friends. You'll find cheese cigars, wings, clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, and fries. Open Monday through Saturday from 5 until 10. But as Carmen always says, the grill is on till she walks out the door. The Tumbleweed and Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill, there for you 7 days a week. We'll be right back.
Spring is here, and it's time to get those fencing and pasture projects underway. For over 13 years, Moline Seed and Fence has been helping Nebraska producers get the job done. From corral design and feedlot design before the project starts to just a simple mile of barbed wire fence. From creosote, hedge, fiberglass, and pipe posts to trusted wire brands like Oklahoma, Red Brand, Stay Tough, and H&W Moline Seeds and Fence understands the process of rebuilding after the wildfire, and they are here to help guide you through and ensure all your fences are built to the government specs. With a trusted network of contractors and the largest selection of quality supplies, Moline Seed and Fence will get you taken care of. Quality is a staple in our business. Call us today, 308-529-0781, or visit MolineSeedandFence.com. With locations in Gothenburg and Thedford, and coming soon, Broken Bow.
In Nebraska, we know severe weather is part of life. Everything from strong winds, hail, fire, and even tornadoes. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We can't stop the weather, but we can help you prepare for it. Lori and I are here to make sure that things you've worked hard for are protected. Your home, your vehicles, your farm, your business. Every policy should be built to handle the unexpected. If it's been a while since you reviewed your coverage, now is a great time. One quick conversation could make all the difference after a storm. So before the next round of severe weather rolls across the plains, give us a call and make sure you're covered. 308-836-2201. Because when the skies turn dark, it's good to know Nebraska Owners Insurance is looking out for you.
Thank you, Liana. Want to talk a little bit about Bunko. I'd never played Bunko. Have you? So here's your chance. They're going to host the 4th annual Bunko Scholarship Fundraiser, PEO Sisterhood, hosting the 4th annual Bunko Scholarship Fundraiser. So you can try out your luck with Bunko and a silent auction fundraiser on Saturday, June 6th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Broken Bow Library Event Room. Tickets are only $25 per person or $80 per table, a table of 4 tickets, and you can also get your tickets available at the door. The organizers stress that no Bunko experience is necessary. They'll have a short practice run, and they'll show you how to play prior to getting underway. The PEO is a women's organization and fundraiser and a fundraiser they're having a fundraiser to put more things forward as far as educational loans funds, continuing education programs, and scholarships. They've been helping women for more than 150 years. Originally founded in 1869 in Iowa, PEO chapters are located across the nation and provide opportunities for women to pursue education and do that through scholarships, grants, and awards. Those interested in taking part or would like more information about the PEO or the fundraiser, you're invited to get a hold of Raylyn Coble at 308-202-0143. 308-202-0143. This year, the theme is America's 250th birthday celebration, and a silent auction will be included in the festivities. So wear some red, white, and blue, bring some friends, enjoy lunch, enjoy the games, prizes, and all the fun and excitement for an excellent cause on Saturday, June 6th at the Broken Bow Library Event Room. The latest for you from the Red Clay Strays.
Darling, why'd you go and listen? They ain't got nothing good to say.
Stations, KCNI and KBBN. And don't forget about that special program at 10 a.m. on KCNI in honor of Memorial's Day that Jack has put together for us, along with all the great businesses who have provided the salutes throughout the past few days in honor of those who gave the ultimate price. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Any dairy producer will tell you feed costs are high, margins are tight, and every decision for the ration has to pay. That's why high oleic soybeans are getting so much attention. It's not just the buzz about butterfat. High oleic soy is an energy-dense feed ingredient producers and nutritionists are evaluating for real economic impact. High oleic soybeans are a combination of highly digestible fat and high-quality bypass protein shown to boost milk components and improve income over feed costs, all with a single locally grown ingredient that replaces expensive supplements. That's a game changer. Growing, roasting, feeding. It feels like a lot to digest, but there's real know-how out there and real measurable upside for producers who take the time to look into the options. Run the numbers with your nutritionist to see what high oleic soy could mean for you. To grow your know-how about growing, roasting, and feeding high oleic soybeans, visit can.ussoy.org/dairy. Learn more, earn more with high oleic soy. Brought to you by US Soy.
Final thought here before we close. You was listening to the Red Clay Strays' latest called Demons in the Choir, and he's saying a little bit about those shiny things that sometimes we get attracted to. And I do not understand Bitcoins at all, but they are a source of, like, I don't know, cash, buying power. I'm not sure how it all works. I think Jeremy has some Bitcoin, but we're going to look back in history real quick. And on this day in 2010, some dude in Florida bought 2 large pizzas in exchange for $10,000 in Bitcoin, which at that time was worth about $41. The 19-year-old who delivered those pizzas held on to it for a while and then sold it to pay for a vacation with his girlfriend. Had he kept it today, it would be worth a smidge more than $1.1 billion. I hope you enjoyed this vacation. Now, I guess maybe the moral of the story here is that it can go up as fast, it can go down, as fast as it goes up. And for guys like me who don't understand it, I think I'll just kind of stick to cash and not worry about those shiny things. But that's the story. I promised earlier we'd touch on that. Hope you folks have a great day. Join us again on Tuesday for the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Some other woman or someone playing. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Lipstick on your collar, the smell